All good. All good. I've been collecting fragrances for over 2 years now, and I've smelled hundreds of fragrances. And today I'm gonna share with you guys my top five fragrances I can't live without. I only buy full bottles of fragrances that I absolutely love. So I don't have a massive collection, but what I do have are things that I really love and I can wear almost every day. I love these so much that even before they run out, I'm sure I'd get another bottle right away. And one of these actually already has a backup bottle, so that says a lot. But before we talk about the top five, I could not just shove these two away. I have two special mentions for you guys, and we're gonna talk about them first. First fragrance is this. This is Memoir De Montagne. This is a local fragrance from the Philippines. It's by Greg Parilla and perfumer Renato Lopena Jr. Both are recognized in the fragrance community in the Philippines. And this is nostalgia in a bottle. If I grew up in the Philippines, and this is an ode to the mountains, fiestas, and the treats we have here in the Philippines. It has notes of suman up top, which is a local delicacy. It smells like sweet rice with coconut milk. That's what suman is, if you're not familiar. It also has green mango, bamboo, vetiver filipina, which is a local vetiver. It's just, it takes you places, you know, and that's what I love about fragrances, and that's what I look for with fragrances. If a fragrance takes me somewhere, if it paints a clear picture of something in my head, then I know it's good. It's creamy, it's gourmand, it's fresh, but it's still wearable. It's a unique fragrance. I have not smelled anything like this, and it's very unique to Filipinos. Now, it is a special mention because I haven't really spent enough time with it. I've only had this for 2 weeks, I think. So I don't know, maybe I'm infatuated or something. But I really think this could slide into the top five pretty soon. And the last special mention, let's just clean up the bottle really quickly. I'm not that anal with how the bottles look. I mean, it gets dust on it, sure, it's fine, right? But yeah, the last special mention is, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, this is Terre D'Hermes by Hermes. And this is a classic in men's fragrances. And it has this little cap that just twists down. It's just amazing. This is amazing stuff. I wore this a lot when we went to London in the summertime, and it just brings me back every time I wear this. It's a dirty orange, if that makes any sense. It's like a freshly picked orange. It's like, it smells like opening up a freshly picked orange while lying down on a field of grass or dirt. Okay, there's somewhat of a, there's a like earthy, dirty vibe with this that I love. I don't know, it just gets me. It's green, it's citrusy, and it has hints of earthiness and woods. It takes me back to that time we went to Greenwich Park in London. We were under a tree, there was a cool breeze, and it was just perfect for that day. We had a picnic, we had a good time, it was smelling good, and yeah, the color is amazing, and the bottle is amazing too. Like, you know, Hermes, what can I say? Now, the only reason why this isn't on the list, because I mean, I have been raving about it, right? So why isn't it on my top 5 list? Well, it's because the wife isn't a big fan of this. So yeah, that's a big factor. On to our top 5. Now, I will be talking about these from my least favorite to my most favorite, but that doesn't change the fact that I will buy another bottle of these in a heartbeat. Starting off with number 5, this is Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Beau Paradise Garden. Look at that bottle. It's so nice. Look at that. We're almost halfway through this. Me and the wife love this so much. And this just brings us to the beach. This just brings us on vacation. Me personally, this will forever be my vacation scent. It's a sparkling mint and fig in the opening with a sugary sweetness from the coconut and the tonka bean. And when it dries down, you get a fresh sandalwood. We love this so much. Plus, if compliments matter to you, this is the one to get. I don't know anybody who wouldn't love this scent? Number 4, however, I think is an acquired taste, I believe. This is Versace's Oud Noir. Now this is discontinued, which means you can't really buy it anymore, and that's why I don't wear this every day. I can't wear this every day. I save it for special occasions just because it's really hard to find. But when I do wear it though, it makes me feel rich. It's a spicy kind of fresh fragrance with oud and leather, and I don't know, it's just unique. It's unique. You don't really smell it every day, but it's not hard to pull off. When I used to act on TV, I used to wear this a lot. This is my favorite work fragrance, and it used to turn heads. When I'd walk in a room, I'd have people ask what smelled so good. And yeah, just amazing stuff. Really amazing stuff. Some people would say it smells like it smells like Tom Ford's Oud Wood, but I think this is better. This just adds a little bit of freshness to it, a little bit more spice. And I think this is more wearable. Oud Wood is more of an acquired taste, in my opinion. I have worn that, I've tried a sample, and I don't know, this just wins me over. Number 3 is me and my wife's most used fragrance. We ran through 3 bottles of this stuff and things that smell similar. And this is our 4th bottle, and we have an extra bottle backed up because we do use this a lot. This is Citrus Neroli by Dossier. This is a clone of Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino, but like I said, we bathe in this stuff, and I just can't justify buying Tom Ford for a 50 ml. Like, I think it's 20,000 pesos or $500 for a 20 ml, and it's not worth it in my opinion. Plus, I like the bottle better. Look, magnetic. This is a citrus blast with a lot of florals. It's inoffensive, it's light and airy, and it's uplifting, and it makes you smell like a baby. Ooh. It's simple, but it's amazing. It's something that you just spray on right after you get out of the shower. It's that kind of scent. It just makes you smell clean, classy. Yeah, it's a keeper. It's something we'll always have in our collection. Number 2 is my favorite fresh fragrance. This is Nishane Hacivat. Now, Nishane is a niche Turkish fragrance house, and this is honestly on par with my number 1. If you make me pick out of all of these, number 1 and number 2 are like on the same level. They are different. This is a fresh fragrance, the other one's a sweeter fragrance. But yeah, the reason why this is number 2 is because the wife isn't the biggest fan of this. She isn't into heavier citrus fragrances, so that's why this is number 2, but still, amazing stuff. I've worn this so much the past 2 years, and this is one of the first niche fragrances that I did get my nose on. And yeah, I've worn this to most of the places, most of the countries that we've been to. I wore this on my first trip out of the country to Hong Kong. We went to Hong Kong, and I had a sample of this, and it was all I wore. This is just full of memories, and I'm just in love with it. To me, this smells like a fruit basket on the forest floor. It makes me feel like I'm hiking up a mountain or that I'm in the middle of a forest. You get a citrus blast up top with the pineapple being the most prominent, and you get that oak moss right away. This has a really, really nice an oak moss note, hence the forest floor reference. And as it transitions into the dry down, the citruses take a step back, so it softens up a bit, and more of the oak moss and the cedar and other woody notes come out. It's just beautiful, and not to mention the staying power of this. This is an extrait de parfum, which means it has a higher oil concentration, and just 2 sprays of this lasts me the whole day. Just a fragrance that brightens up my day. It brightens up any day, and I just can't live without this at this point. Number 1. Let me polish this up a bit. Number 1, and my favorite sweet fragrance, is Xerjoff Naxos. Look at that bottle. This is literally liquid gold right there. Look at that. Look at the detail at the back. Beautiful. Now, Xerjoff is a niche fragrance house from Italy, and Naxos is luxury in a bottle. Sweet, realistic honey with some lavender and citruses and a big dose of cinnamon, vanilla, and some fresh tobacco. This also smells like freshly ironed silk sheets to me. It just feels like you're covered in all things luxurious. That's what this smells like. This is the newest bottle in my collection. When I got a sample, I just had to get a bottle right away because it was just that good. It blew us away, me and the wife. We both wear this stuff most of the time to events. We wear it together, and it is unisex, okay? The sweetness of the honey and the tobacco blends really well, and it makes it so anybody can wear it. I am in love with this stuff, and this also lasts me the whole day with 2 sprays. It's strong, it's classy, it's smooth from the opening to the dry down as fragrance changes from that lavender and the citruses up top, and then you get more of the tobacco, the fresh tobacco, and the sweetness of the honey creeps in. It's so good. And yeah, when the wife wears this, I can smell her the whole day and it just projects so nicely. Not much else I can say about this other than I think this is what royalty would wear. And that's my top 5. Personally, I would like to explore more niche fragrance houses, but I am taking it easy. I'm building my collection slowly because this is a very expensive hobby if you really dive deep into it and just buy whatever you want. But like I said, I only buy full bottles of fragrances that I really love and I really wear. So when I get samples, I test it out. And if I notice that I did not wear it as much as I thought I would, I'd buy another sample and make sure. And if I still love it, then I get a full bottle. So yeah, with this hobby and with anything, I mean, you just take your time, okay? We shouldn't just jump into it and just get everything that we want, okay? First impressions are nice. When you first spray the fragrance, it's meant to blow you away, okay? But you have to spend time with it. You have to put it on your skin. You have to see how it blends with your body chemistry, with your sweat, with when your body heats up, how does it smell, right? You have to figure out these things, how long it lasts on you. Sometimes for other people, it lasts them so long, it lasts them a long time. For other people, it doesn't really last them 30 minutes and it's gone. And sometimes it's because of your nose. When you spray fragrances on your nose, you get anosmic to it right away. That's what you call it. You get anosmic to it. Your nose adjusts to the fragrance right away and it just blocks off the scent. So spend time with it, okay? You might just be anosmic to the fragrance. 2 hours in, you can't smell yourself, but 6 hours later, somebody smells you and you realize, oh, okay, it's still there. I also want to delve into local fragrance houses, like local niche fragrance houses. More notably, I just got a sample set or a discovery set of this local niche fragrance house called Ren Atelier. And the perfumer is the same perfumer of my first honorable mention, Memoir De Montagne. And yeah, he makes fragrances based off of the Philippines, like little bits and pieces of the Philippines, the culture, and what you smell on the streets. I know it sounds weird, but it's a discovery, it's a journey to me. And when I smell fragrances, I want to be brought somewhere. That's how I want to experience my fragrances. I don't wear fragrances for other people. I wear fragrances for myself. And if it makes me feel good, if it makes me feel confident, if it brings me places, it tells a story, then I'm all for it. But yeah, that needs its own video, so I'll save it for next time. That's all I have for you today. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.